It's raining. Great start to the day. Well, welcome to another video, guys. Today I'm doing something a bit different. I'm kind of showing you what I do when I'm not filming the other videos. I've got a day in the woods here to do maintenance and things like that. This is one of the woodlands I use, and kind of I like to help maintain it, show my appreciation for the use of it. So we've got a few different jobs to do. First one I think is actually the closest, and I'm going to do that because I need to recharge the battery afterwards. And this is one of the jobs I need to do. This is an oak that I actually planned to take down myself because it was overhanging one of the tracks here where the camera is. However, it came down on its own in a storm. So I'm going to process up some of that for firewood. Right, I've just got changed into my chainsaw trousers, and I'm going to be using this today. It's a Lefeli electric chainsaw. I've used it a couple of times already, but I wanted to give it a good proper try out. I hadn't actually heard of Lefeli, but I noticed that the bar and chain are Oregon, which is a good sign. Well, that's one battery. It's got a tiny bit of juice left, but I didn't want to run it completely out. And these are some pretty big rounds. This one at the back, some good wood. I'll take this over to the shelter because we're not too far from it. Well, it's pretty changeable weather today. Sunny 1 minute, then it's raining. We had hail yesterday. See how we go. Yeah, I've brought over that oak to the Adirondack shelter here, which I do need to do a couple of jobs on while I'm here actually. I'm just going to chop a little bit of it and leave the rest for when I'm down here camping. Okay, I've processed a little bit of that oak. I'll do some more of that later on. But right now I need to get back to the truck, charge the battery. I've got a few jobs to do here, elsewhere. Got a bit of burning to do and some cooking, of course. Well, I'd actually given away most of my power banks to friends, and I've been holding out, and Anchor contacted me and they offered to send this 767 powerhouse of a portable power station. So they've sponsored today's video which is just as well because I've got plenty of batteries to need charging, including this one. Now that battery charger is pulling about 140 to 150 watts, which is nothing for this. When I first got the 767 I tried it on a variety of things, including my camera and drone kit, TV, computer and display, kettle, and even an oven, usually the breaking point for power banks. At a massive 2048 watt hour capacity, the 767 takes only 2 hours for a full charge, or 1.5 hours to 80%. With solar at 1000 watts it will charge in just 2.5 hours. New to this power station and the other capacities in the range, the 521, 535, 555 and 757, is the use of LFP batteries, which are more dependable than traditional lithium ion and go for 3000 cycles. GAN Power Control make this greener and more power efficient than ever, and a mobile app make monitoring your usage simple. You can even control the integrated light with it. For a powerhouse of a power station it's pretty easy to move about with a slide out handle, rugged wheels and tough unibody design. The 767 has a 10-year lifespan and comes with a 5-year anchor warranty. Right, pretty excited about this. Get it out. Now, I've been seeing pictures on Instagram and stuff of wood kindling cutters, and I reached out to TJM Metalworks, who does a lot of the grills and fire anchors and stuff like that you see on the channel a lot, and he's custom made me one. Look at this bad boy with a samurai handle. All hand worked. Nice blade on there, hinged at the top, and my plan is to fix this to the side of the shelter here to make making of kindling easy. So if I get my birch broom out of the way, let us say something like here. I'm not going to lie, that's not perfect. I had a couple of coach bolts hanging around, but I didn't have my right driver bit for the screws that I had. So that'll do for now, but I have to come back with a chisel anyway, just to weigh these logs on even. But I think I can try it out. So you've got a nice big handle here for leverage, the blade, which is not sharp, and then you've got these different shelves for different lengths of wood. Try that there. Well, I can't just be having fun today, I've got more work to do, so I'm going to bring some screws down, mount that properly and have a proper play of it another day. Next job. For those that don't remember or never saw, when I built this Adirondack I put some sort of English wildflower, shaded wildflower turf on the roof. Now some of that died, a couple of species survived in certain areas, depending on the light and stuff. It gets pretty dark in here in the summer with all the leaves on the trees, all that canopy. So I did plant some more, and then I put moss in all the patches that there wasn't any. I also spread a few foxglove seeds once they went to seed. But right now I've got some few other things to put in there. And here are them few other things. I've got more wildflower meadow seed here. I've got some summer snowflakes. The reason I didn't get the normal winter ones is because the bulbs were too big for this amount of turf or soil. We've got some English bluebells as well, 2 packs of them. So I need to get them in quick because they're already starting to sprout up. The seed I'm literally just going to sprinkle on, not going to put the whole lot on, the rain should take it down deeper in. And not forgetting the front and top here. Next up we go with them bluebells. Plenty of bluebells around here anyway, but I'm obviously not going to be digging them up to transplant them. Actually still got a bit of dirt as well. And our snowdrops seem to be making a head start. Right, now I believe that's everything that I've done here. I need to do some work on the tracks. Then I'm going to go over near the wood store and get a fire going, burn off some pallet wood and stuff that I've just found around the woods and that. Now you may have noticed some of the tracks have some big ruts in them and holes and puddles. Some of these tracks are probably 1,000 years old. They've got pollards and stuff marking boundaries, so they need constant maintenance through the winter. We've got some hardcore here to use for patching up and stuff, and I've got a sledgehammer and a big bucket, and it's my least favourite job to do. Okay, so there's like a base for me to work with, and then I can just toss in the smaller bits, fill in some gaps, and it won't be the last, but it'll hold up for now. It does look a bit ugly when you first do this, but it soon beds down and covers over and just looks like it was before. I usually have a couple of buckets for doing this, but I had other stuff in the truck today. And I'm kind of doing a bit of this and a bit of that. So just going to do a few of these holes. Right, I've driven up the other end of the woodland here and I've had to walk in. Forgot my chainsaw trousers, but it's just a couple of bit of dead trees I've got to do. Whew, puffed out now. Good to see all the bluebells and the wild garlic coming through now. Spring is upon us soon. But yeah, let's get some of these dead trees down. The trees I'm tackling today are all hornbeam. They have a tendency to split apparently when you're cutting them, so they can flip up and smack you in the face. There's some dead stuff in here and a couple of living bits that are also going to come out. I'm just taking out a few small dead bits today because I'm on my own. I don't want to risk it. The bigger ones like this splitting and knocking me out. So yeah, I'm just going to do a few of the smaller ones, clear it out, and then get one of my forestry friends to come down with me. The reason I'm doing this is because here behind the camera is where my cabin's going to be going soon. Now I'm not showing it at the moment because it's a bit of a mess. There was a shed here. I've been gradually taking it down and burning it, but we're almost ready, and this week I will be bringing down the materials as well. Yeah, so be making a start soon. Right, there's quite a few other bits come down with that. There was a lot of dead birch and stuff behind there. Battery's nearly out, and that's all I'm comfortable with doing for now, on my own anyway. So I need to go back, a couple more jobs, including the fire. Right, I'm up at the wood store area. Got a little fire pit here. I'm gonna grab some scrap wood that I've been meaning to burn off. And yes, walking back I did go in the stream. It was a little slippery, that log. Right, so yeah, just going to use this area. I need it a bit bigger though. This is just pallet wooden stuff. I don't know how well it's going to burn. It's pretty wet. We shall see. I've grabbed some old bracken and some twigs and bits of my old sawhorse. I'm just going to be using these wood wall fire lighters. I'm just going to bung them in here and there. Getting some heat off that fire. Brought my brew kit with me, so I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. It's going to be a little while before I can cook some food, so save getting everything all black. I'll cook on some gas. Just heard the owls. A bit early. Oh, pretty warm here by the fire. Starting to dry out. Should have had the camera rolling for that. I thought, I've got it going. Why film it coming back? It's been good to do this though. Get down and get some jobs done. Because of filming, I've not done as much as I wanted to, but plenty more time. And if you're already commenting about the truck, look back to the video before this one. I explain everything in there, but yeah, that's my new project. It's on the road tyres right now and you can notice it in the mud. So I need to get that lift and then wheels on soon. I've been meaning to do this for a while, just collecting up kind of tinder. Gonna make little bundles. And it's just gonna make it convenient for when I'm having a fire, just to have some in the wood store. That's my plan anyway. So just make a few small ones. I can take what I need depending on the weather conditions. And if I tie it with some jute twine, I don't even have to take the cordage off because it'll just burn in the fire. It's raining, keeps coming in spits and spats, but a bit heavier now. Just turn this fire in. Ooh. I'll collect up some dry bracken just before the new growth starts. I've got the trusty Biddy Big Q barbecue grill with me today, and I'm going to be cooking some lamb and I think a tender leaf broccoli, or tender stem broccoli. I think I'm just going to zip these down the middle so they fit in the pan a bit easier. Use an oversized stick here and break this up a bit. Get to them coals. I'm just going to parboil the broccoli before I fry it off. We're just on coals now, so all the nasties from the wood, paint or preservatives should be gone by now. Now this is some lamb steak, and it's just been lightly oiled, and some seasoning, and just a sprig of rosemary. In the pan of oil goes the broccoli. While the noisiest aeroplane in the world goes over, I'm just going to put some rosemary in with the broccoli and a little bit of seasoning. Ooh, it is hot. Oh, that looks good. Oh yes. Okay, our tender stem broccoli. A little bit of rosemary mixed in there. One piece of lamb. Another. And of course, some garnish. I should get into this lamb. Not one that really has lamb steaks much. This one felt a bit firmer, yeah, barely pink in the middle. This one is a bit fatter. Yeah, that's a bit nice and pink in the middle. Let's try that. Oh my, that's nice. Very nice. Tender stem still has a bit of snap to it, which is good. Ooh. That fat one's the juicy one. I think this is quite well deserved today. Day of work, and at the end, nice bit of lamb. that's me all done for the day. I didn't get everything I wanted to, but good day's work. Hope you enjoyed it. Bit of a behind the scenes kind of video really. Something different. And hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.